Hello, what's up, chat? I'm back again and I'm very, very disappointed with whatever is happening right now online. You don't know, it's just like Morocco fans. They just woke up now. Now they are complaining everywhere. I don't know the manager. They have no respect. Senegal, what happened yesterday? It was pure disrespect. How pure disrespect? You did the same for Nigeria. Even like when, for instance, then even the Nigerian goalkeeper, he cheated and said now you can use the towels to wipe away your tears. Actually, look, because they were distracting me. They took all the towels for the Nigeria goalkeeper, and now he left with nothing. They tried to do that, and we saw very well with the Morocco players. Actually, it is so disappointing. Even the players were there are even more than 100 videos of those players. Even Hakimi, the captain, imagine, just because of towel. How much is towel in Morocco? Is there towel shortage? What was happening? Just because of towel, you're fighting someone because of towel. Let me tell you, you see God never fails. God will always be the greatest. God will fight for those who have no power. God will be the power to the powerless. And he did. God is a miracle worker. God will make a way. God is always there. I say, God is always there. Even Mane, he just posted it now. Alhamdulillah, and he thanked everyone. Yeah? Because God is the greatest. If God says no, it is no. If God says yes, I swear we will win, So I'm not happy. Even the FIFA president, he said that it was a bad picture of whatever happened, of them walking about off the pitch. It was not good for photo and everything. It was not good. Yes, you can see that. But those people were sitting there at the VIP and they were seeing what Morocco fans and those small boys, the way they were playing there, distracting the goalkeeper. We're supposed to be very safe, He's supposed to save a team. They were seeing everything that is happening there. They are seeing even him using lasers and reporting it to the referee. But they cannot address that. They're not addressing that. Even the captain himself in the videos, you can see him throwing the towel. But they cannot address that. They just want to address that this part of Senegal. What is wrong with Africa? But I'm so happy that the real Africa, the whole of Africa, the 99%, even Egypt, you can see the way they were celebrating. Even Algeria, and those are Arab girls. They are celebrating because they know very well this is a fair win. Senegal deserve to win over Morocco. They knew that. They know very well. That is why you see, it is not that they don't love each other, but everyone wanted a fair win. But you see, now, those big people, when they start supporting Morocco for their action, they will never change. They're supposed to be corrected. They're supposed to be, this is not good, because I don't know where it's written. Imagine the whole stadium, they have guards, right? So I want to ask myself, and also the Morocco officials, even imagine a world player, he's out there fighting for Mendy's towel. For what? You don't have, for what, imagine? Because and everyone is seeing, even their coach, they cannot even correct them. They cannot correct, even their coach was there. He cannot even correct them. And this is not the first time they cannot even correct them. But when Senegal manager tells his players to come off the pitch, it is a problem. But when it is Morocco's turn, it is not a problem. They were just there watching. They were just running and wrestling, as we can see them. And they were not corrected. They were allowed to do that. But now Senegal, they did bad. They just that small picture. Now they are the worst. It was not good. It was not fair. It was pure disrespect. What is wrong? What is wrong with this Morocco? I feel so bad, and I'm so glad that it is going to happen. Next, it is going to happen in East Africa, because here in Kenya we don't entertain that nonsense, because that is nonsense. That is nonsense. Pure nonsense. I don't know where that referee is. In really need some serious talk, because whatever he was doing yesterday, it's like it was paid or something like that. I don't know, but news are everywhere. We were seeing, even we don't want to hear each other's side of the story, because we watched the whole thing. We saw what happened, and even the behind the scene, whatever was not displayed in the camera, we still have those videos, and we can conclude on ourselves. Imagine a whole player wrestling for a towel. Imagine wrestling for a towel. What is wrong with Morocco players? They have no respect. They have no respect. They have nothing. And they are learning from the best. Their captain Hakimi. Because actually, I was a fan of Hakimi, but right now I am not fan of him. Imagine taking the towel, throwing it, throwing it. It just took a Senegal players the Western player. I don't know, it's due for whatever. He just went to that and he picked the towel again. Imagine such disrespect. They did a lot. Imagine using lasers on someone. You can see them reflecting in Mendy's eyes. He's just fighting for the club. He just want to do his job well, but they're distracting him. They want to steal on and off the pitch. They want to steal everything. In clear sight, we are seeing them. Even they don't care. I don't know. There is that Morocco player. He's there with the substitute Senegalese goalkeeper. He's just like this, looking at him. Not disrespect. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be very, very ashamed. I don't even want to know their names. I am not interested because they have no respect. No respect. And that is why it is not allowed. If they come and try that here in Kenya, we are not going to accept that because that is not football. That is cheating. That is cheating, like pure cheating. And they are allowed to do that. Even their officials, they are chasing. Imagine Morocco officials chasing for a towel. That is where their players, they are learning from them. They cannot, even the FIFA president, he cannot address that. But he can address about players coming out of the pitch. That is not football. We apologize. And we gave you the penalty that you are crying for. But you still missed. Because God will always be God. God, I am telling you, we serve a living God. And God will never fail. And God is not a liar. God is the truth. God is the truth. And Morocco need to know that. They need to know that. They need to know that. They deserve that fail. They deserve that shame. They deserve those tears. I want them to cry the whole of 2026. They want to rob. Imagine. They're distracting the players. They're robbing from the players. They want to rob from the goalkeeper. They want to rob everywhere. Even VAR. They supported them. Okay. The referee supported them. The officials, they supported them. Senegalese, they just add the rest of Africa supporting them. Ask yourself why Egypt was very happy. They celebrated. Ask yourself why the whole of Algeria, it was like public holiday. It was like it is them who won. Even Sadio Mane, he paid tribute to Egypt. He paid tribute to them. Because at least you understand. If you understand football. But if you want now to lie every time, you just want to lie. No. That is not good. Actually they need like to take accountability. They did that with Nigeria. It was not addressed. Because I thought that after Nigeria's game, even the FIFA, because the FIFA president was there, maybe he's going to address the matter to the officials. They're going to say that we don't want this in final. But they are allowed to do that. Even the guard, they're allowing those players to come and distract Mendy. Imagine 1 versus 3 and full of officials. What is wrong? And Senegalese players, they were just sitting there on their benches. They were just sitting there. They did not react. It is just the substitute Senegalese goalkeeper. He was there by his side. It was there by men fighting. And I'm so happy that he has in his Instagram story, he has just posted that I'm just here with my medal and my towel. He fought for his country. Even if he was not substituted, he really fought. He really fought for that. You cannot bribe God. You cannot that. And Morocco need to cry. They deserve that. They deserve that shame. They're not good people. And I was not happy. And I hope that football need to go both ways. It need to go both ways. If they are blaming Senegal, they should also blame Morocco, and not more than once, because the only problem that they did, it is walking off that pitch. That's the only problem that they are saying they did. But they have already apologized. And even before apologized, Sadio Mane, our hero, he did what? He went there and he told them, it is no use. Just come back and we play. Just for the fans. Not even for you, Morocco. So there is nothing there to apologize. If they went there and they decide not to come back, maybe that's something to apologize. But they came back and they gave you the penalty that you guys were crying for. And you still lost. But right now, you're just crying. You're crying. You're not satisfied. What is wrong? What is wrong? I'm so happy you lost. I'm so, so, so happy. But that was not fair. And I just want to address this. If you're going to blame Senegal, I want you also to blame Morocco. Because right now, Senegal has apologized in the best way possible. They have apologized for anything, and we are good. Even for things that they did not even deserve to apologize. So we just want even Morocco to take accountability. They also need to apologize for using laser, stealing Mendy's towel, for those things, for the fans, for everything. They really need to learn football. They have no football, especially the fans. It's just like they just used by they're used in just being given, just being handed over food you are supposed to eat, everything. They don't know the struggle. It's like they don't know that. They don't know you have to struggle to get something. You don't have to cheat so that you can come number one. No. They need some lessons. They need some teaching. They need some beating. They need some slapping. They need some gummies. Oh, if you don't learn that, hey, here in East Africa, we are going to teach you that, because we don't like stealing and cheating. That is not good. So I was so frustrated. I had to make this video. So drop your comments and tell me where I am wrong, and tell me where I am lying, and I'll give you enough evidence. Tell me where I am lying. They need to take accountability. They need not to play victims. They need to respect people so that they can be respected. They need to learn about working hard. They need to learn about honesty. They really need to read the Bible. They really need to understand. They need some teaching, man. This is not fair. I am so angry. When I go to Instagram, they're just pissing me off. When I go to Twitter, they're pissing me off. When I go in TikTok, they're still pissing me off. Can you for once just accept it and start playing victims? We're not stupid. We're not foolish. We can see whatever was happening. And you're not stupid. Just it was not your win. It was not yesterday. Maybe one day. Thank you, guys. And I'm not happy now. I am sad. Maybe they'll change. And I'm so great. God taught them a lesson. Thank you. Thank you.